Oh my God. You guys, right there. Scared the living daylight out of me. It only happens when they're present. And the same, you guys, look back through all my videos. You'll see it's the same thing. It's right there. He's a J. He's right behind that branch.
See, I saw them, so I know that where they are. You don't always have to see. That's the thing. I'm trying to teach you the amazing way not to see. It's the structure. So if you see something like this, let's make up a name right now. I'll call it, and we'll name it after a bird. We'll call it an offspray. If you see an offspray, you down the road, you're going to be like, oh, that's an offspray. Of course, they're right behind it. We know if you see an offspray, they're right behind it, right? Which is a certain kind of structure, or a leaner, which we can make up another name for. Remember, you live in a psychology-based place, and everything, every thought, every single thing there's some psychology behind it, and this is us. We are. Look, all you got to do is honestly step back and take a look. If you have the right brain, it's really kind of crazy how everything is processed with us.
They come in with, the Sasquatch comes in with these birds, and then they send them in right next to you. I had one right next to me. Like, the whistle happened right here, like within 10, 15 feet of me, and there was nothing there. It was the loudest thing, and then I turned the camera on as fast as I could. I got the second one, but it was back there, and I think it was something else. That's wood, right? Yeah. There's your stump, buddy. Poor guy. He's like, some people, I understand it, like they want to be in the forefront of this. They want to be, it gives them meaning to their lives. Like me, like my life's, it didn't suck. I'm just ungrateful for the incredible life that I was given, and I didn't realize, until it's too late how great, how much of a gift my whole life I was given over and over and over and over and over and over. And that's not good enough for me. You know what I mean? So I have changed my thinking dramatically. And I don't want to be, that's the difference. And maybe that's why it works for me. I don't want to be in the forefront of anything. You see that? Look at that. Trail. Tons.
Just real quick, you guys, this is off topic, but if you ever have that desire, like, wow, I'd love to be this, or all the attention I would get, you have to remember you're only processing the smallest part of it, because it's not that. It's like being a famous person. You're Brad Pitt. His life is not what you imagine. It's much more difficult. You have to understand that any attention, if you're too good at something, anything in the world, if you draw yourself attention, it's not always happy. Okay, you might not be happy. You'll never have 100% approval rate no matter what you do. Try to go outside of our realm and see what happens. My job is one of the most difficult on earth, just in your head, just mentally. It's what a game this is.
That's how I get excited. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to bore you with my personality, but I don't want to fake it either. So why not just be myself? That's amazing. I'm so excited. That's just what I am. I can't help it. Ow! See, I almost twisted my ankle right there. Just there. Because I was distracted. What did I step in? I don't know, something. Symmetrical X right in front. See how it's done here? Very, they really stick it inside of everything. So what you're seeing there is full of Sasquatch. And you can't even see it standing right here. So how is someone that don't even know the first structure to look at when they come out here going to see it? Of course not. So anybody that was sneaking through here for whatever reason wouldn't even acknowledge any of this stuff, because they're not going to see it, and they're not going to let them see it. So there's a symmetrical X right there. I don't know why it's so hard to believe that. No one else is showing you what I'm showing you on a daily basis.
This was a long time ago, years ago, right? 3 or 4 years, probably 4 years ago. And now look at what people are showing on a daily basis now. That's exciting.
Nobody. Finding it over and over and over and over. That's the hard part, guys. Keep showing a new world that you need their help to do that. And it's not hard to get that. I think a lot of the people I know have the ability.
Just a reminder, normally when I do this, I know it's them. But like in this, I can't quite make out the detail, but there's a lot going on. They're on a system. So more than likely, that's legit. I would bet lots of money on it. You can see the eye well, his eye wells and everything. That's one of them. Remember, if you have a system in place, undeniable like the ones I find, that is going to be real. Okay, I've done this thousands of times. You can do it too. You'll find if you can find a home like this, a portal area like this. You go in there and film, and the same thing. Why is the same big giant black guy going to be at the top of the leaner, or under the X, or over there at the left? Only when you're in a place like this. This is the logic people aren't using. This is the logic you need to use. You're just not thinking. I'm talking to no one that really watches me. That's the problem with people. I got to thank the people that watch me because they are the best. They do see some repetitive stuff because I know people haven't seen it, and I'm trying to get current people up to date. And these guys are just can deal with me, and the times I mess up, I can't talk right. But I just want to thank my Patreon members and my followers. You guys have become incredible friends of mine. I literally, I was telling my parents on vacation. I'm just saying this out like as I'm talking, like because they ask how I do up here, and I said you guys. I was like, if I didn't have them, I wouldn't. That's it. You're my life. We all need someone. It doesn't make any sense because I'm ADD. But yes, without you guys, I would be lost up here alone. We're not meant to be alone, you guys, for too long. I've been alone now for a long, long time. And you and this keep me from losing my mind.
And when the first one came, I knew what to do. It was from him. It was like a human like type whistle. It was so powerful. Blatant. He was like, they love to do that on purpose. Inside, eating station. I see it in every world I find. Every single world I find has that. That's amazing to me. The other thing is I was just filming the clip before that, and it just went blurry. So I'm going to follow this trail, you guys. Give me a second. Look at all the trails that lead into here. Sorry, it's hard to walk right here. And it goes this way. There's no doubt about it that it leads. This is called the military crest. Okay, it's right below the actual top of the hill. It's where our military would walk. If they were moving through forests. Up there, it's a dead zone. You're gonna die immediately. That's where the landmines are. That's where they're gonna ambush you. You always walk where you're not expected to. And Sasquatch does the same exact thing. And I'm kind of looking for some timestamps here. Are these guys evil here? I don't think so, but they're not necessarily like, hey, Mark, come look at more structures. They're just like, another one. Look at that. It could be turning into a better day than I thought here. Give me 1 second.
I always forget this thing is there. Like I think about this place all the time, but not this structure. I got to stop by here this summer. Look at the trident. It's just simply an amazing structure. It's much bigger than it appears. See the big one in front here that bends into it. Look at it's like a part of the two trees in front, and it's literally a giant triangle that goes into it. It's so amazing. This is hidden with strategy. This spot. It's you guys would find it like if you were at this place, probably maybe, but man, even if you're there, there's so many other things that can take you a different way. And I just remember, I'm just trying to talk over this, and I just remember. I've been here many times. I've actually had Brandon here. This is when they took our Helka, by the way, Helka, if you remember who that was, our dog that from the ranch, she has been put to sleep, and it was not a good thing, and it was just horrible. So may God bless this amazing dog that we had. Not only that, but we had Sydney's dog here, and both times we had extraordinary situations with animals. They both disappeared. This is something that's happened to many different people. They can do things with these animals. It's magical. They're not, I believe their rules prevent it from happening to us much. Rules are bent and altered, but from what I can tell, almost everything that is done out there is bent around our free will. Like, so in other words, if you not command it but demand it, in a sense, like in a nice way, like this is what you want, just keep going. It's all about knowledge. This is one thing I can promise you in this. It's about what you know. So watching me or anyone that makes you happy, but make sure it's legit. And because if it builds your knowledge base, next time you're in the forest, you could be in a park in the middle of a city, and something can happen. It's that exciting. This is happening all around us. This is just a little analogy. You guys think about it. Look where we are and look where they are. That's the town of Minturn, heading to Leadville. This is an incredible place. All across the earth. Most of the most exciting places seem to be around people. Even if that's 20 miles away, 30 miles away, it doesn't matter. But they're not in the middle of the Arctic or out, it's places in Alaska, yes, but very specific places in Alaska. The environment has to be right. And well, I'll cut it off there. And it's just, it's just an amazing, the reason I go on and on about this is just because I don't want you to miss out. That's it. Do I think me talking endlessly is going to make me money? No, I just want you guys to be involved. I just want anybody, even if you didn't like me, you're just like, you bother me. Well, that's fine. But if I got you one day out there and you're like, okay, maybe this guy doesn't bother me as much anymore. Like, I'm the kind of guy you just got to get to know. If you can just get over that hump, I won't let you down. Over now.